So when you first go meet with any lawyer, whether it's me or someone else, one of the things you should do during that first meeting is you should bring anything you can along with you, or if I'm going to come meet with you, have anything available that is important to your case. You may not have anything. A lot of my clients don't. There are some cases where there's nothing they can show me at the outset, but if you have anything, if you have documents or pictures or contact information or anything you want me to look at, any witnesses you want me to talk to, have that stuff available, and that will let me get to work faster for you, which is better for you in your case. You should also not tell anyone, if you can, that you're seeking legal help, and that's not because you're trying to hide anything, but the conversations that you have with your lawyer, frankly, should be confidential. That's what the attorney-client relationship is about in many ways, is the fact that you can tell me anything. And I've got people who tell me all kinds of stuff, some things that are pretty crazy, but it's that ability to be confident that any discussion you have with me is sacrosanct, and that those conversations won't pass beyond us, and we have to have that level of trust, and that trust should be mutual. And I think it's important, I think, for clients, one of the big mistakes I've seen some people make in the past is some people will, in today's age of social media, with Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and those things, I've seen some people ruin their cases by posting confidential things about their case on social media, or things that should have been confidential. So that's another piece of advice I would give people is, if you think you're going to be involved in some type of legal case, the last thing you should do is put anything about your case on social media, because it'll just be used against you. And again, this stuff is really serious. And I tell people, I say, look, the more private you keep these things, generally the better off you are. This is your business. It's no one else's. So that's something else is, before you meet with a lawyer, just be very careful with who you talk to. Some folks aren't out there to help you. If you're talking to someone who you think may have, or they may be at fault for whatever it is that you need to hire a lawyer for. If you're in a car wreck, for example, don't talk to the insurance adjuster for the person who hit you until you've talked to a lawyer, if you're going to hire a lawyer, if you think you need to. And and that's something else as well that I tell people. I say, even if you don't think you need a lawyer, I tell people to call me anyway. Now, I can't spend all day giving free legal advice. I've got to do stuff that pays the bills, but I talk to a lot of people and tell them that they really don't need a lawyer. And that may sound hard to believe, but there are times when I know if I work on a case, I could get paid. And at the end of the case, I would make some money. But that some people can probably do just as well with some friendly advice on their own, if it's a smaller case where they weren't hurt too badly. But it's still important, I think, for you to call a lawyer and to make sure that you don't need my help. And any decent lawyer who actually likes people and likes representing people and likes doing this kind of work will probably give you a little bit of free advice, not tons. Don't expect to be on the phone for hours with someone who you're not going to hire, but just to give you a few free pointers when you're dealing with the insurance adjuster, for example. But don't if you think you may need a lawyer, make sure you talk to the lawyer first. And some of this also involves, when you have insurance policies at issue, again, we'll use a car wreck, for example. There could be multiple insurance policies at issue. If this is a tractor-trailer accident or commercial vehicle, there could be complex commercial insurance policies at issue. And you just have to be careful who you talk to, and you have to be careful in terms of protecting your rights. And I'm happy to talk about those issues with people when they call in. And so, first meeting, you're going to want to have any information that you think I may need, and I can tell you what some of that is before we meet. You're also going to want to make sure that if you schedule that meeting with me, that conversation that we have is something that you keep between us, and you let your lawyer do the work. That's what you hire me or another lawyer for.